Hi everyone, welcome to this Balance for Beginners practice. My name is Danielle and I'll be guiding you through this. So if you're not a beginner, hang tight, stay with me. What you can do to make this practice a little bit more challenging is add weight to it. If you feel like you've got a pretty good handle on your balance, you're gonna get some great back to basic reminders, but if you add weight, you'll get an extra challenge as well. So let's go ahead and begin in Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged position. If this isn't comfortable for you, find something that is. Taking a moment just to find our breath, connect to our body, come into the present moment. Maybe you set an intention for your practice today. Maybe if balance is something you struggle with, you choose not to judge yourself. You choose grace today. Maybe that's your intention. That's your word. We'll do a gentle warm up. So begin circling those hips over circling your shoulders over your hips. Like how we'd have to be upside down to circle our hips over our heart, right? We're not quite there yet. So let's just circle those shoulders over the hips, waking up our spine, our glutes, our hamstrings, our hips. Reverse that rotation. I'm filming later than I typically do. My daughter was home from school today, so I didn't get a chance to film, so I'm a little discombobulated. That is my excuse and I'm sticking to it. But I'm here, right? I'm here. All right, come back to center. We're gonna make our way to all fours. So come to a tabletop position however you need to. We're gonna do a little bit of a wrist stretch while we're here. Flip onto the top of that right hand. And by the way, you may challenge a little bit on balance in all fours because you have some wrist issues, which is why I wanted to include this stretch. But I wanted to mention that because a lot of us, when we start practicing yoga, we're not used to being on all fours and supporting our weight. So it's very common, and you can get stronger. Your wrists and your forearms and all those things can and will get stronger with time. All right, so come to all fours, draw the belly button in towards the spine. Our core is a very important part of our balance, so we want to make sure that we have a nice flat back. Our core is engaged, activating those abdominals. In fact, before we get into any movement, I want to press into the tops of the feet and hover those knees. That's a little core activation exercise, so you know what it feels like to have those abdominals activated in case you have trouble tapping into them. One more big breath in, and we'll exhale, lower down. Give yourselves a wrist roll, because we're coming right back to all fours. Coming to a spinal balance. Spread out all 10 fingers here, wrist beneath the shoulders, right arm's gonna come forward, and left leg's gonna come back. I like to be nice and active here. It helps to activate all of the muscles. So flexing the foot intentionally, reaching through those fingertips. And then when you are all set up, try to keep your gaze down rather than staring at the video or looking too forward, just not to strain the neck. Always want to be intentional there. Good. So we're just holding a spinal balance right now. This might be challenging for you from the get-go. So it's okay. One side might be a little bit different than the other, but that's all good things to know, all good things we can work on. One more inhale, and we'll exhale. Lower the right hand down and drop that left knee. Onto the other side. Right leg comes back, left arm comes forward. You guys can't see it. Well, you might see an ear or something, but my dogs are over here quietly. It's like they're trying to be quiet, but they're wrestling each other. So finding that balance. One more inhale and exhale, release down. Beautiful. Give me another little wrist roll. And now you see a butt. Boys. I don't want you. I don't want you. Okay, they got evicted. Actually, one's laying down and being good. One's over on the stairs, trying to act like he's not here. Okay, back to all fours. Long spine, draw the belly button back in. Let's come back to that bear. So we are working on core here because it's such a crucial part of our balance. So a lot of times if you struggle with balance, it's because you need to work on strengthening your core. Every weakness we have is an opportunity to get stronger. Release those knees down. Beautiful. So keep that engagement. Keep those abdominals hard. Right arm forward, left leg back. This time we're adding movement to it. Big breath in and exhale. Let's see if we can bring that elbow and knee together. That's 1. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale. We're squeezing all the air out as we bring everything together. 4, 5, 6, and you are kind of catting your spine, curving your spine. 7, as you bring it all together. And 8, just so you know, so you don't feel like you're doing it incorrectly if that's happening. All right, so that was 8. We're gonna do that on the other side. Left arm forward, right leg back, flex that foot, big breath in. We lengthen on the inhale, we exhale, we bring it all together. So we use that breath for our movement. Inhale, helps us keep our focus. Inhale, exhale, inhale. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Release down. Wrist roll again. I'm feeling mine, so I know you're probably feeling yours. Back to all fours. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, coming to downward facing dog. Pedal out those legs. Wake them up if they're a little bit stiff or tight or sore. Should feel good. One of my favorite things to do to wake up those legs. Come to stillness. We're gonna lift the right leg up. So it doesn't have to come real high, especially if you're struggling with balance. But as you get stronger, as you get more flexible, I want you to get that leg up in the air. Okay, big breath in and exhale. We're gonna bring that knee through center and step to the head of our mat. Now, if you have trouble with that transition, you could always use yoga blocks beneath the hands. Will help to lift you up, clear more space for that leg to come through, or just get there however you need to. Bring that leg up. Don't have shame, you're here, okay? You are here. We all need modifications. All right, let's gaze forward. We are engaging our core. We have nice, strong legs here. This may be a challenging transition for some that aren't used to balancing in a lunge. So we're using our core, rising up, arms reach up. All right, so you can stay here. If this is challenging, by all means, stay here. If you need more, and this is where you can use weights, we're gonna do dragon arms. So we're gonna pull those arms back and add some movement to those legs in this balance. 1, 2, but if you're holding just a stationary, 3, lunge, 4, you're still doing work. 5, maybe the next time you add movement or you add weight. 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. We're gonna come up. So this is a transition, maybe a little challenging. Again, working on our balance. We're gonna shift our weight forward. We're gonna step that left foot up to meet the right, but first lift that knee up and step it down. Awesome. I'm going to face you. We're heading into tree pose. Excuse my adjustments. Make any adjustments you need to. That's the thing with shorts, you guys. I feel like I always have to adjust them. If you have some great shorts you don't have to adjust, let me know. All right, so come to stand, nice strong mountain pose, core is engaged. Check in on those foundational things we talked about. So drawing in the belly button, nice tall posture. And we're going to lift all 10 toes off the mat and settle them down one by one. So we're rooting through those feet. We're just bringing the right leg up this go around. So let's bring that right leg up and then turn it out. Okay, we're balancing here. If you're really struggling here, keep the toe on the ground, okay? That counts. Just make sure you're not dumping into this hip. Don't lose that integrity. Keep it all locked in, all right? Other option, bring that leg to the calf. Avoid the knee. If you want to go higher, you can use that right arm to assist you to bring that foot to the inner thigh. Once you're wherever you want to be, draw that core in. See if you can come a little bit taller. See if you can become a little bit taller. Roll your shoulders back. Maybe you send your arms out. Oh, and let me tell you about one of the keys to standing balance or a challenging balance. Find your drishti, something still that's in front of you, something that's not moving. So it can be really hard to balance in front of a mirror, in front of water, because you're seeing either your movement or the water's movement. That can really throw you off. So if you can find something to look at that's not moving, a spot on the wall, a spot on the floor maybe. These are all things that help find that balance, finding that focal point, that drishti. Then you can play with maybe lifting those arms up, bringing them down. We're building endurance and balance here, adding movement to it, holding that standing pose. Good. One more time, bring those arms up. And one more little challenge for you, for those of you that have got the balance down. See if you can close your eyes. Take away that drishti. Maybe you visualize it. And notice how that can throw things off, right? That is just a testimonial to how the drishti helps. Beautiful. Bring those hands to heart center. Feeling it in that standing leg. Bring that right knee in and then release it down carefully. Back to the head of our mat. We'll inhale our arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. We'll halfway lift here. Draw that belly in, nice long legs, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. We'll step back right to that downward facing dog. Onto that left side, the left leg's gonna lift. Good, exhale, step through. Remember, use those blocks if you need a little bit, get a bit higher. Use that hand to bring that leg into position if you need to. Nice low lunge here. Pretty wide stance here. I try to find length in my spine, so if you're here, let's find some integrity in that upper back body. Light on those fingertips, or fingertips even lift and you balance, right? Then when you rise up, find that drishti. Find that drishti in front of you. Come to that crescent lunge, arms overhead. Notice I'm drawing in my core. That's intentional. See, watch me let it go. So this is me relaxed, okay? Let's draw it in. This is intentional. This is something I want you to start doing in your day-to-day life. Drawing it in. You're at the grocery store, you're shopping, you're drawing it in. That is core work right there in itself. Here we go. Big breath in. If you're adding that movement, if you're adding weights, here we go. Come down, dragon arm, squeeze those shoulder blades together and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Coming to that transition to step forward. So grounding through that left foot, launching yourself forward and coming to stand. That might have not been pretty. That's okay. Coming to face you again, spreading all 10 toes. Bringing that left leg up this time. So grounding through that right leg. So I'm shifting my weight over. You don't notice much, but maybe a little shift, but we're not popping that hip out, right? Core is engaged, knee comes up. Whoop, knee comes up. All right. So we come here if we really need a little support for our balance. We come here if we want to stay pretty close to the ground, or if we're feeling pretty confident, we come here. Then we make those adjustments. Make sure you're looking at your drishti, your focus, your gaze is solid on that mark. So once you get the hang of where you need to be, remember staying off of that knee, growing a little bit taller, then bringing those arms out to the side, adding some movement. So inhale, arms come up, maybe stretch that sternum up a little bit higher, lifting, exaggerating that stretch, and exhale. So this side I'm a little bit more wobbly on. And exhale, which is interesting because my right side's my more dominant side, so you never know. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale those arms out to the side. For those of you who want to try the closed eyes balance challenge, find that drishti, visualize it, close your eyes. Yes, way harder for me on this side, way harder. Okay, so you do not have to be perfect, people. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up, seeing what's there, being open-minded to the possibilities and the opportunity to get stronger. All right, so before we come down, even if you fell down, let's bring that knee up, left knee up, and exhale that foot down. Good, shake those legs out. All right, so building that endurance and balance is what we want to work on. So we can start doing all kinds of transitions. I do have a transitions and balance video. I have balance with weight. So there's all kinds of balance videos you can practice if you need a little bit more work on this, which we all do, right? We need to come back to this over and over again because balance, core strength, stabilization is a key foundation to our fitness. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Plant the palms, step to the back of your mat. We're coming to a plank position here. Let's test out our side balance here. So we're dropping to the left forearm first. We're rolling onto that left side. And if you're feeling really wobbly, or if you're having a hard time holding yourself up, then you drop your knee, okay? Find your balance here. If you feel pretty confident here, maybe you stagger your legs. That'll create more balance if you stagger. If you got that and you want to try to challenge yourself more, you can stack those feet. Finally, if you're feeling really strong, you can float the leg. Okay? Doesn't have to be high. Could be here, 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 wherever. Okay, so lift those hips wherever you landed. Keep them lifted. Keep on breathing. Don't hold that weight in core and in balance. I see it all the time. I see people's faces getting red. I'm like, breathe, people. Or I notice that I myself am holding my breath. Good. Come to that right forearm. Other side. We're rolling right into it. All right. So coming to the right side. Once again, modifications. Drop the knee. Stagger the feet. Stack the feet. Or float the leg. Grow long in your spine here. Make sure you're not curving. Long in your spine. Your neck is an extension of the spine. Remember that in your exercise. Three, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Go ahead, come back to your plank. We're gonna lower to the knees and sink back to child's pose. Walk those hands back towards you. Come to a kneeling position or come to a comfortable seat. So whether you're a beginner or you came back to this practice to come back to the basics, or you added weight to this, kudos to you for showing up. If you struggled a little bit, kudos to you for giving yourself grace into coming back to this video, because I know you will. Don't forget, every time we feel like we're struggling or we have a weakness, there's an opportunity there. There's an opportunity to do work, and the work is hard, but at the other end of that, you get stronger, you get more confident, and you'll be able to do more things. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.